In 1783, America won the Revolutionary War. In the next moment, it was on the brink of being destroyed by its own army. A military coup that would have strangled the infant nation in its cradle was about to erupt. And the one thing that could stop it all was not a sword, nor a political scheme. It was a pair of eyeglasses. The war was over, but peace had not arrived. The young United States was completely bankrupt. The Continental Congress was powerless to pay the salaries that had been owed for years. The very officers who had bled for the nation's freedom now faced a future ruin, and even debtor's prison. Anger and resentment spread to the army camp at Newburgh, New York. An anonymous letter, like a spark, ignited the officers' fury. The letter urged them to abandon their faith in Congress and use their swords to take the justice they were owed. A mutiny was imminent. At this critical moment, the Commander-in-Chief, George Washington, made a surprise appearance at the officers' secret meeting, inside a large wooden building they called the Temple. He took the stage and delivered a passionate speech, pleading with his officers to remain patient and to place their loyalty to the nation above their personal interests. But this time, his words lost their magic. The officers below him remained cold, unmoved. They had heard enough empty promises. The speech was a failure. His speech having failed, Washington took out a letter from a member of Congress to read. He read a few lines, then paused, appearing to struggle. He fumbled in his pocket, and then did something none of his men had ever seen him do before. He pulled out a new pair of eyeglasses. He calmly addressed his officers. "Gentlemen," he said, "you will permit me to put on my spectacles, for I have not only grown gray, but almost blind in the service of my country." When the officers saw their commander, this man they viewed as a god of war, publicly reveal, for the first time, a sign of his own age and vulnerability, they realized the depth of his personal sacrifice for their cause. Many of them began to openly weep. The hostility and anger in the room instantly evaporated. A fatal conspiracy that would have destroyed the infant United States was dissolved by a pair of eyeglasses. With his personal character, Washington laid an immortal cornerstone for the new nation, the sacred American principle of civilian control of the military, the belief that an army must always be subordinate to the government elected by the people, and his officers, with their ultimate tears and loyalty, proved that cornerstone was solid. But if Washington had failed to turn the tide in that crucial moment, would America have walked down a different path, a destructive Roman-style path of warlords and autocracy? The story of that path to ruin will be told in our next episode, Decoding Rome, Caesar's Debt.